Hello, friends, and welcome to Figure Study, where we're taking a look at the new Dark Samus amiibo. Just because. Also, I guess because I am considering replacing the classic Samus amiibo with the Dark Samus amiibo. I may not, I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think about it. But we are, for now, just taking a look at Dark Samus, and I really like this. This looks really cool. I always like the design of Dark Samus because she has the same visual notes as regular Samus with like the armor bits, the way certain things kind of flare out to kind of denote the armor and the knee spikes. It's got a very similar silhouette and shape, the big shoulders, a similar visor shape if you ignore the little third bit coming down there. But at the same time, looking at the texture and whatnot, it is very, very corrupted and organic looking. It's kind of neat to think it's like this is like a creature that looks like this, not wearing armor. The colors are cool too, where you've got the predominantly black, but then these little brush, like dry brushings with the iridescent purpley blues, and then the lighter turquoisey blues. A little bit of an effect at the end to make it look like the tip of the gun arm cannon thing is glowing. And then all these little lines in here that have been painted in to also kind of give the effect of some kind of glowing. Looks like missed a bit back here and up there. That's a shame. I also not missed the inside of the calf there. Huh. I mean, it's fine. It's the back of the figure. I don't really care that much, but oh well. I'm just noticing there's also like a little kind of light effect on the chest there for the chest lights. Yeah, this is a really cool looking design, really cool looking amiibo. I like also that, like, to kind of give it further or like a further organic look. The pose that they've got going, the neck is kind of craned, and you can see this material, skin, whatever, kind of twisting and flexing around. Some really nice detail going on here. I also really dig the pose. I like that she's kind of floating in this very kind of imposing, ready to go position where it kind of looks like she could either be rearing up to attack or rearing up to come at you at top speed. It looks very neat. I do kind of wish they did this iridescent color a little bit in the shoulders here, possibly a little bit in the chest. It's pretty much just the thighs, forearms, and head, but it's an amiibo. I'm not expecting like statue quality, but it would have been nice. I really do love the detailing on this. It gets that point across really well. The fact that she's on this kind of semi-translucent stand, it's like very solid. The somewhat elongated and claw-like fingers, giving it that kind of alien look as well. There's a lot here that I really like. It's just a really cool sculpt. It's a cool design, and I'm glad she finally got an amiibo. I feel like this is probably a good pose too for that, because if she was just standing there like regular Samus, it just wouldn't feel quite right, you know? This has more of a menacing and almost monstrous feel to it. So let's move her off to the side so we can bring in the current standard Samus amiibo, and she's a little bit taller just in terms of positioning because of, you know, like the height and all that, but like she's also not standing on the base. This more than anything is one of the things that has me wondering whether I do want to switch to the Dark Samus amiibo for size comparisons in the future or stick with this one because she is a little bit taller. Looking at them side by side, you can definitely see how this is basically a corrupted version of this. It's got a very similar shape to like the key points with the thighs and the arm designs and the shoulders and the helmet and all that, but like twisted around a bit. It's got this kind of concrete, leathery texture to it. Much simpler color palette, but it works, and it's cool seeing the two of them next to each other like this. And just for the heck of it, let's move this back a bit. Here we can see her next to a standard Transformers Deluxe. Oh, should raise that up a bit. Okay. There she is next to a standard Transformers Deluxe, and it's, you know, not that much different than the regular Samus amiibo. Only slightly taller at the head because of her positioning, once, you know, like I said. And here she is next to the Duck Tank. Just because, I don't know. But yes, that is it for the new Dark Samus amiibo. This is really neat. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it because it's an amiibo. I barely ever use amiibo for their actual intended function. I basically just treat them like really little figurines, you know? They're decoration. They're not meant to do anything fancy in my mind. But this looks cool. I'm glad I was able to grab her. Surprisingly, the Best Buy that I found her at had a lot in stock. So I guess check Best Buy if you're looking for this thing. Hopefully she does not become impossible to find. I would think no. I thought she was going to be one that's impossible to find because, Dark Samus, but I don't know. I feel like if I could find a store that's completely loaded with them, then anybody can, because selection for things like that around here is terrible. But that's enough about what I think of the Dark Samus amiibo. What do you all think? Whatever your thoughts, feel free to chime in down below. I always enjoy hearing from you all. And remember, art, even if it's evil, is more than meets the eye.